In my conversations I've had with developers and others who are, invested in kind of personal ways in seeing whether a gene drive could be used in the field, right? In some of those conversations, I've seen some openness to, wanting to do engagement differently, wanting to communicate with the public differently. And I've had folks approach me and say, okay, so we get it. We don't want to do the deficit model with the non-technical public. We want to engage in other ways, but aren't you kind of looking at me as a developer or an engineer and saying that I have a deficit by, not having these awarenesses? And I think it's interesting because I don't always know how to answer that. I don't want to flip the deficit model on. I think that's just not a really generative way of looking at it. I think it's more like everybody has certain expertise and certain knowledge they bring, and everybody has values, and everybody has a standpoint, right? Everybody has experiences and values and biases that shape their investments, that shape how they see the world. And I think that I would like to see it's become more of a norm and more of a habit for all of us to enter into conversations about gene drive, or really any technology, right, that we're talking about deploying in the natural world. I'd like to see more of a habit of having that reflexivity to name where we're coming from, name who's funding our projects, name what our stakes are and what our hopes are for it, right? Instead of taking those things for granted.